girl, I ain't doing nothing. She said, you want to come to dinner with me and Will? I was like, you and Will Smith? Yes, I want to come to dinner.
Phone rings and we're back. Hello? Yes, Michael, it is the red building. Okay, I'll buzz you right up. Oh my God. And so she drives me off, fixes my makeup, reties me. Visually, I look amazing. I smell like a fresh cadaver in the desert.
We're eating and everything, and I'm just like tripping out because I'm sitting across from the Fresh Prince. I just want to do the Running Man and like. And they talking to me, and I'm talking back, and I'm trying to be as classy as possible because I had took an etiquette class on YouTube, so I was doing my best.
Oh my God, I smelled it down the hall. That's great. And that's when he looks up at me, and because I'm about to apologize, and he goes, I'm so sorry. I have been so congested all day from the traveling. I can't smell anything. And I go, what?
And then Jada goes, Tiff, what you doing tomorrow? And I was like, girl, I got me a Groupon to a swamp tour, so that's what I'm doing. And she was like, for real? Who you going with? I said, I'm going by myself. She was like, all by yourself? I was like, yeah, it's a swamp tour. I'm going by myself. I don't have no friends out here in New Orleans. She was like, girl, we should go with you. I was like, that'd be nice. She's like, yeah, we going with you. I was like, girl, you're not going with me. You know how you famous people do say you're going to do something, but then you don't do it. And she was like, no, we're going to go. I was like, yeah, right.
So we have our date. It is 5 hours long of great food, great wine. But forget the fact that I've been in love with him for 20 years or that he's a celebrity. We talked about everything. Family, friends, our dog, like everything. And at one point I was laughing so hard my mascara started to run. So he took his napkin to wipe off my mascara. And then he started laughing and I took my napkin acting like I was gonna wipe off his mascara. You guys, he's not wearing mascara. We're just cuter than the Notebook is what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, I was like, I just want to get as high as possible so when I'm out here on this swamp, I can hear the alligators talking to me and shit. The birds gonna be singing, the raccoons gonna wave at me. I'm gonna feel like I'm in a Disney movie. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah. And then at about 12:45, I get a phone call from Jada, and she's like, hey, Tiff, you still going on that swamp tour? I said, yeah, girl. Yeah, I'm going. She said, what time you leaving? I said, I'm gonna leave probably about 1:30 or whatever. She said, well, me and Will gonna go with you. I was like, what, for real? She was like, yeah.
And then it all hit me, and I was like, oh my God, he's my Prince Charming. It's all falling into place. Like some people have to kiss a few frogs. I banged an entire koi pond to get to this guy. This is perfect. And then it was past close. We were the only ones there. And everybody wanted to go home, whether it be because it was late or because I filled the restaurant with an unnatural tear gas. Anybody's guess.
And I jump in my little $20 a day rental car, right? And I drive over to their hotel. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna give my keys to the valet and jump in their SUV with them and their security and be doing it big time, right? So when I pull up, I'm like trying to hand the keys to the valet, but Will Smith come running out the hotel like he in Bad Boy 7 and slide in the backseat of my rental. I'm like, what the f***? And he's like, man, it's been years since I've been in a regular car. This is pretty cool.
And he looks at me and he goes, look, I don't want tonight to end. Would you like to go back to my house for a glass of wine? You can meet my dog. And I was like, yeah, yes. And when I said yes like yes to forever. Like that's how it felt. I was like, it's happening. So we go back to his house. It's this beautiful house in Hollywood Hills. He gives me a tour. It's gorgeous. And, because I have a studio, so it's like, well, this is an upgrade.
So we go up, like we take off, right? And I'm driving, and in my mind, I'm doing like this. I'm just leaning back and I'm rolling. That's what I'm thinking is happening in my mind. The next day, Jada said I was all on the wheel like this. And I was like, of course I was on the wheel like this, Jada, because all I'm thinking to myself is, ooh, Tiffany, be as safe as possible. You don't want to be the bitch on TMZ that killed the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Now we're in the kitchen, he's pouring me a glass of wine, and I'm up against the kitchen counter, and there's that moment where he just kind of stares at me, and I'm like, oh my God. And he starts to step towards me, I'm like, oh, I'm about to get never been kissed. Like, the adult in me was like, keep it calm, keep it cool. The 16-year-old in my head was like, run at him, tackle him, sit on his face, make babies, make babies, make babies. And I was like, shut up, 16, keep it down, okay?